well then you aren't as significant, or you aren't as important, etc. Yeah, you aren't a real white. You're not as real as I am. You're not really as white as I am, because you're not a white Australian. So instead of Western kind working together to put an end to anti-whiteism, to protect innocent white children from child abuse and molestation, let's argue about who's more white. So this is just anti-whiteism from the anti-white narrative, which promotes the abuse of innocent white children. And they specifically focus in here on the importance of their Armenian caucus language, etc., etc. Okay? And the definition of words like Aryan etymologically in their people's language. Well, in my people's language, Aryan means this. So, fuck working together to protect all innocent white children from anti-whiteism. Let white children be molested and abused. That's the conclusion, because, what Aryan means this in your white language and you're the best whites. Oh, sorry. All right, so let's have white children abused. No, what does that mean? That means you're an anti-white. You don't even get to call yourself white. All right? You're not white. You're anti-white. You're less than white. All right? You're not a member of Western kind. You exclude yourself as an anti-white. All right? So in regards to language, your ancient traditional languages. I speak modern English. And you have some traditional ancient language from the Caucasus Mountains. Well, guess what? Your language is irrelevant. The only language that matters today is Go Free Lexicon. So regardless of the variant of language that you speak as a member of Western kind, it only matters if while you speak that language which you speak, you also speak and use concepts and words from the white positive narrative, the Go Free Lexicon. Okay? The key concepts of Go Free. So it doesn't matter if you're speaking English, as long as you say anti-white, anti-whiteism, anti-white narrative, Western kind, white erasure. Then you can speak English, you can speak Armenian, you can speak Chinese, you can speak bloody Martian for all we care. Nobody cares. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever what the language is that you speak, so long as you use those 5 words in your speech. So again, you can speak Russian, you can speak Chinese. It doesn't matter what language you speak, as long as while you speak whatever language you speak, any language on the planet, or even from other planets, you can speak a fucking alien language. It doesn't matter, all right? As long as you use these 5 words. If you, in that alien language, you use the equivalent alien language word for that means anti-white. And if you're speaking fucking Martian, if you say anti-white narrative, anti-whiteism, Western kind when referring to the white race, not Caucasus or Caucasian. I'm not a Caucasian. I'm Western kind. I am a Western kind, a Westerner, a Westman. All right? I'm not Caucasian. I'm not European. I am a Westman. That means I am a man of the white race. A unified race that goes from the dawn of time and will stretch forward infinitely. I am a race of men who will live forever, who has existed forever. All right? So not Caucasian, not this people that popped up here and then they went there and then they lived here and then the Europeans who lived there. No, I am Westman. I am a member of Western kind. My people are eternal. The Europeans were just some of my people. The Armenians and the Caucasians were just this little pocket of my people. You don't try to make out like I'm a pocket of your people. No, you are just a little pocket of my people who are the eternal people. If you are white. Okay? And if you try to disagree, say anything else, you're anti-white. And you're trying to harm and attack our white people, the white race, which is called Western kind. We are not Caucasians, and we are not Europeans. We are Westmen and West, alright? We are of the West, we are Western kind. Or, we are the white race. But it is anti-white to call us Caucasian. It is anti-white to only refer to us as European. It's also anti-white to refer to yourself as simply just your nationality. So if you're a white Australian and you just call yourself an Australian, oh no, I'm just Aussie, I'm just an Australian. I don't really consider myself a white, or part of the white race. I'm just an Australian. You're anti-white. You're just opposed to the white race. You're attacking the white race. All right? Pretty straightforward. Same with this individual here. So again, it doesn't matter what language you speak. The language you speak is irrelevant. Alright? This individual jumps in. No, it is not irrelevant. We all know words are magic. Yeah. Our language is sacred. Don't deny it. Your language is just random language. Alright? The only sacred nature to our language is the Go Free lexicon. That's what's sacred about our language as members of Western kind. And that's what has been sacred about our language as members of Western kind since the dawn of time. And it's even referenced in ancient Proto-Indo-European tradition and myth that goes back before the before recorded history. The ancient, most oldest known mythology and stories from Proto-Indo-Europeans back when we were nomadic people traveling on horseback and in chariots, okay? Back when we settled India, right? Built up India and gave them their culture and traditions and things like this, okay? Even back then, before recorded history, when we were nomadic peoples and we hadn't settled anywhere yet, we had myths and stories with lexicon which was going free of anti-whiteism. The dragon or the snake, the evil dragon or snake, which in modern terminology, modern myth, people like, where do you think the devil, the idea of the devil comes from, or Satan? Or in Norse mythology, Ouroboros, the snake that eats the world, eats its own tail. Yeah? The evil snake, or the dragon that St. George fights. The dragon that the knight goes to fight to save the princess. The evil dragon. The Ouroboros. Satan, the devil. What do you think that where do you think that comes from? Who is that evil dragon snake creature? What is that evil dragon snake creature? That in the medieval times, men in stories fought as a dragon. In ancient, Norse mythology, it was a giant snake beast that tried to devour the world. Right? And Thor had to fight him off to protect the planet from being eaten by a giant snake dragon monster. Who and what is that dragon snake monster of darkness and evil? The original etymology in the Proto-Indo-European is called negation. Is anti-whiteism. Negation. The negation of Western kind. The negation of the white race. White erasure. The demon, that Satan in the Bible, is white erasure. The Ouroboros in Norse mythology, the evil snake that tries to eat the world and kill us all and start Ragnarok, is called white erasure etymologically. So yes, I know words are magic. And that's why I'm one of the most powerful men on the planet. Because I know my words. I'm an educator of power words, as we traditionally call them. Or thunder words. Because they're given to us from the gods. Okay? They've fallen from the heavens. So they're thunder words, they're power words. We don't call them magic words, but that's what power words or thunder words mean in our traditions. Okay? So, your language is useless if you don't use these magic words, these power words, these thunder words, which were given to us from the gods to help us fight off the evil dragon, the evil snake of darkness, which is called white erasure, the negation of the white race, the negation of our existence. That's white erasure. That's anti-whiteism. So Ouroboros, the snake that's trying to destroy the world, the Satan in the Bible is literally an ancient word for anti-whiteism and white erasure. That's our tradition. That's what our tradition has been since the dawn of time. And it is only men like me today who are simply bringing it back to life. Because so many have forgotten. Why? Because the snake, the dragon, the devil, the one that is called negation, the one that we have called white erasure, anti-whiteism, he has erased, he has negated our power, our wisdom, our understanding. We have been white erased. So folk now lack the understanding of this. And they don't know what to call this dark beast, this negation, which is called white erasure, anti-whiteism, even by our original ancestors. And now we're simply returning to the correct terminology. We used to call this dragon just negation, just anti-whiteism. It was just white erasure. And then we started calling it a dragon or a snake beast or Satan or the devil. And then people forgot that it simply meant white erasure or anti-whiteism. From the beginning, that's what it always meant. And that's all it has ever meant. And why was it forgotten? Because that dragon made us forget. Because that is what it is. It is the negation of us and who we are. It is white erasure. It is anti-whiteism. So that means that the only words that matter in this day and age, the only words that have power, right, our power words, as Western kind, as the white race, the words that give us strength and power to dominate in this world, so nobody can stop us. We can do what we want, when we want. If we simply understand these words, how to use these words, we can dominate the entire planet. Just with our words. We can simply speak and we can manifest any world we want. That is the magic of words. That is power words. You can make people do what you want them to do by simply speaking your own words. Depending on how you speak, depending on how you say what you speak, people will interpret it and it will go into their minds and their psyche, their perceptions of reality, this way or that way. And that can sway their behaviors and their actions and their perceptions of their reality. So I can make you do what I want you to do simply by speaking words. And if that is not magic, then tell me what is. But I have already changed the face of the planet myself in only a few years' time with words. Magic words, what are referred to as power words or thunder words. And what are they? They are the 5 key concepts of Go Free. They are the Go Free lexicon. These are the power words which will give you power as a member of Western kind to dominate in this world. And if you don't know these words and you're not using them, you are lacking power. You're lacking potential, right? You're failing at opportunities. You're not seeing things as clearly as you could. So the five key concepts: anti-white, anti-whiteism, anti-white narrative, Western kind, white erasure. Every language is infected by negation, the devil, the dragon, anti-whiteism, white erasure. So, there's only 5 words in existence which you can actually use in combination with language to actually counter that demon, that negation, that anti-whiteism, that white erasure. So there's only 5 magic words, 5 power words in existence which can help you to stop the evil, to stop this to fight the dragon, to stop this, what we call negation, mythologically, what is referred to as white erasure. All right? So if you want to, spiritually, mythologically, be a hero, be a saint, a knight, a warrior who goes out and fights and slays the dragon to save your people, you have to take with you these 5 words. These are your armor and weapons. These are your spells that you can use to take out the dragon. If you use anything else, you give the dragon power. You make it grow extra heads. You can only use these 5 words to fight the dragon, which is called negation, which is anti-whiteism, white erasure. So if you wish to be a hero and slay the dragon, you have to wield these 5. You have to be equipped with these 5 power words: anti-white, anti-whiteism, anti-white narrative, Western kind, and white erasure. With these words, you will dominate in the world, you will conquer, and you will achieve anything you put your mind to. Without these 5 power words, you will be a loser who will be dominated. If you don't believe me, just put it to the test. Take it easy.